Dads, Lads and Kebabs. Sponsored by Ghostalware. And now, it's Dads, Lads and Kebabs.
Welcome to another episode of Dads Lads Kebabs. Miki, where the fuck are you?
I've moved. I'm not in my office. Do you know
Why are you
why?
not in your office?
I'm in my bedroom.
You look like you're in your bedroom. I can
Yeah.
see a couple of teddies on top there. A couple of Amazon boxes right there on the top.
I'm in the forest.
Someone been shopping. You've been shopping.
Yeah.
What's happening? What's going on? Why are you upstairs?
I have COVID. It finally got me.
The damn virus.
It
Shit, man.
It caught me.
How long you had it? Right. Stop. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. Go back to the start. Where the fuck did you catch COVID? What is going on? How long you had it? What's going on?
I'm on day 5 of isolation, and yeah, it's been a draining process. But yeah, I don't know where I got it from. Who knows? I just randomly took a test, a lateral flow, and it had 2 lines instantly, and I'm like, holy fuck.
Oh, so you did a couple of home tests?
Yes. And then
Yeah.
I said to my missus, I said, there's 2. She goes, shut up. Thought I was messing about because we take.
Shut up! Shut that what she said? Like a Chinese person. Shut up!
And I said, no, look. And she had a look at it, and she's like, oh no. So I took another one. And she said, firstly, put a fucking mask on. Because obviously I get the bedroom. Yes, the nice big bedroom to myself. So she had to come and pack up all their shit, and she had to sleep on the sofa with the dog, unfortunately. Bless her. But yeah.
Wait, so are you just staying in that room then?
Yes, apart from going to the toilet. And then I got Dettol spray and wipes, and I have to spray everything I touch. So yeah, it's fun time.
Have you seen your wife? Have you seen her?
Yeah, she drops food off now and again, like in the evening. She'll leave outside the door, go down halfway downstairs, and then I'll open the door and we'll have a little chat, and then I'll shut the door and go eat.
You're like one of those people that are like prisoner in their own home, where like the dad keeps them in the basement. You're like, God. She's just got you locked up. You ever tried to open it? It's just not opening. It's like, what the fuck? This is the padlock on the inside.
But there is a padlock on the outside. There you go. That's for other reasons.
Kicky shit.
Yeah.
Kicky shit. So,
yeah, man.
You got COVID. You sound fine. You sound all right. You sound pretty normal.
Yeah.
Had any major symptoms?
Not really. The start of the week, I was getting headaches and body was aching really bad on day 1. And
what about feeling sick or anything like that? Or
I don't know. Symptoms. On day 4, I was feeling sick and dizzy, which I hadn't had on the other days. And it's just a bit of cough that's sort of there, doesn't really come out. My lungs are quite clear. Nothing really. To be fair, my lungs are probably better than your lungs, and I've got COVID.
Hey, my lungs are good. My lungs are really well repaired.
That's good then. You're doing your job right. But yeah, nothing major really. I mean, there was the point at the beginning of the week, and I'm thinking, oh my God, some people died from this. Like, I might not live this week. I might go hospital and die this week.
Shit, that's not worth thinking about, man. Don't fucking think like that.
I know, but some people... I know someone in America at the moment, her husband is in hospital fighting for his life with COVID. Now, I don't know the details of that. I don't know if he's double jabbed, or he's no jabbed, or he's one jabbed, or the jab he had was crap. No idea. But it just... I read that on Monday on Facebook, and I'm like, wow, I've got that now. But it's absolutely crazy what could happen, the thoughts that go through your head. And it's not a good thought. But, you know, I reckon
It's not
everyone's
worth thinking about though. In that sense of things, like you can't think. I think more people are getting it now for whatever reason. I don't know. Like vaccine wise, I'm a little bit. A lot of us have been double jabbed.
hmm
You know, if you wasn't double jabbed, would you be feeling the symptoms worse than you are now? Who knows?
In theory, that is the
In
process,
theory,
isn't it?
that's
Yeah, that's
that's
what.
it. Yeah, it should be. You know, you should be actually okay now. Are you
Yeah,
as doing as well as you are because you've been jabbed? That's what I'm saying.
exactly. And thinking about it now, 100% happy that I had my double jab because I don't want to. This was. I've had worse colds than
Hmm.
what I've had of COVID. And that's not being, well, I'm a hero, well, I'm mad. It's because it didn't really do nothing. Headaches mainly. I got a bit of a headache today, but nothing else. And it's like, wow, some people were really ill with it.
Yeah, well, I mean, ventilator ill, you know.
Oh, yeah, do you remember that?
But then I think from everything that I've read about ventilators and what I've, been listening to, and God, I listen to a lot of shit. Told you this mind is worth a lot of money because I'm telling you,
Sell it on
there's so much
eBay.
going on in it. Yeah, no, I don't know. Ventilators, everything that's coming back about ventilators at the moment just seems to be bad. It seems to be that anyone that goes on a ventilator has a lot of long-term damage if they make it.
Yeah, because that was the major thing last year when COVID first hit, wasn't it? They were running out of ventilators in hospitals, and BMW, Dyson, Mercedes were stopping production of cars and
Yeah,
making
yeah.
little portable ventilators for all the hospitals.
That's going back to the horror days, though, isn't it? I mean,
When no
Do you
one
remember
knew anything.
The Nightingale Hospital?
Yeah, yeah,
Did
36,000
did
beds.
that get used? Get used?
I don't really.
It didn't get
I
used,
think
did it?
it got used for a little bit, but they didn't really fill the beds, as far as I know. They didn't have all the amount that they were going that they needed to fill it, which is a good thing because it means not everyone was as bad as they thought. I
But I
imagine
mean,
probably. I don't know.
going back to like, I mean, do you know what was the worst thing about the whole pandemic, especially when it was on the daily briefings and it was like, today deaths are 700, today deaths are 900. I think we reached 1,200 deaths in a day, did we, at one point?
I
And
remember
it's
watching that at work, thinking, "Oh my god, that's
that's
scary, fucking
that
scary."
threw me massively because I was like, wait, are you serious? Like, I mean, I know a couple of people that died from it, and I'm just like, those were the kind of people I didn't think would die.
I don't know anyone who died from it. I know someone that went to hospital and nearly died from it. It was my
Mm.
mum's friend's husband, and their kids were panicking. Look, do not send him to hospital. Like he was struggling to
Yeah, that
breathe at
was.
home.
They won't come
It's
out
like,
and all that.
yeah, you won't see him, and he went on his own because you can't go with them at that point.
Mm.
You killed dad and all this stuff. That's fucking scary, man. That just imagine seeing that in the street or even being involved in that. What such a horrible thing for a family to go through.
Mm. But I mean,
And that's what's in
the
my
thing
head.
is, it has happened. It has happened. Though I'm sure there's
Yeah,
many families out there who family members went to hospital and didn't make it home.
I'm sure
And
someone we know, their family member died. I think it's COVID. I'm sure it was COVID. I may be wrong. That's why I'm not going to name names just in case. And they
mm,
watched the funeral online in a cemetery. They had the phone and they're watching the link that the hospital sent them. Imagine
it's
that.
fucking mad.
Hmm.
That's fucking. I mean, let alone someone dying of it, they're not being able to say goodbye properly. It's even worse.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. If I
then
die, I want everyone around me crying and
you do, you miserable bastard. I'm just gonna stand there at the back with a coffee and just moan. Just be like, moaning Mickey.
that.
He was a miserable
fair,
bastard.
fair play though.
But yeah, COVID is just one of those things now. I think. I mean, vaccine. I'm a bit like I've had my vaccine. Boosters. I'm a little bit. I've just had two vaccines, like less than a year ago. And I know. Have you? Do you know anyone that's had the boosters?
Uh, my wife has had the booster, and
How was she
she
after it?
she was very poorly for 2 days. more poorly than I am, and I have fucking
More poorly
COVID.
than the first vaccine.
Yes, yeah, because me and her were both quite bad on the first vaccine, but it stopped the next night, so it lasted
Were
about
you
24 hours.
Pfizer or Zeneca?
I was Zeneca, and this time I think she got the Moderna jab that they were giving children, I believe, in England, and yeah, she was ill for 2 days, aching body, feeling shit, couldn't really walk because the body was aching and in pain that much. And then, as far as I know, it just worked and she was back to normal. But 2 days, that's longer than the normal jab.
I think
What's that about?
this whole, booster thing, I think this is going to be a lifelong thing now. It's going to be, but then obviously now they've got a medication, haven't they? There's a treatment for COVID that's just been approved.
I read that yesterday. It's a tablet,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I've been on
A COVID
tablets. COVID tablets been approved. Will it work? Who knows?
That's like getting the cold and flu on old Beecham's on the shelf in Tesco.
No. So it's going to be a weird one because, well, we don't know really how long it's going to last for. Sorry, I'm plugging wires in here. I'm charging.
Niall was setting up his nuclear war station, ready for playtime later. Got a little bit of hair. You cut your hair wrong.
No, I just got a little bit of a tuffer. What the fuck is going on with that shit?
Got to cut that off.
Look at how long it is since I shaved it off, though. Look, I told you, it don't take long.
Yeah,
Does not take long.
When it's all fucked up and spiky. Quite like that.
Oh,
Not that I like hair.
Come on, like.
Speaking of hair, have you seen my hair?
Let's have a look. Oh, mate, he shaved it. You look like fucking hell. What's he called?
Yeah.
The drug man that makes the drugs. Breaking Bad.
Ow, that's fucking horrible. I can't wait
Breaking
till
Bad.
day 10.
That's what you look like. You look like a hillbilly.
Heisenberg.
Yeah, Heisenberg. That's it.
Yeah. Gonna shave it off.
So yeah, I mean, COVID. You know what? Like, I've heard of people now that are like, vaccine-wise, people are they're still trying to push vaccines more, and I think that's the right thing to do. Keep pushing it if it works. My thing is that I've got no conspiracy theories about vaccines. I really don't. Do you know what I mean? If the world was going to pump this billions and billions and billions of pounds into this thing, I don't think it's going to be. They don't do anything by half, so it's definitely going to do some good for somebody. But
it's not
whether it works
or
or
not.
not.
Microchips in your body.
Oh God, do you remember those days?
It's
going to track you. It's going to track you
every day.
Everything tracks you. CCTV now tracks you around the fucking globe.
Alexa
You can be
listens to what you're saying in your house.
Yeah, of course she is. She's sat there now looking at me, winking at me, with tits out.
Would you get a booster jab, Noel?
I'll be honest with you, at the moment, I'm going to say no, purely because these are for my own reasons. I've not long had a cold and everything like that, and I just don't want to get ill again. I don't want to do it. I've got no thing. Do you know what I mean? If I've got to have it, of course I'll have it. I'm not against them. Fucking just stick it in me, man. I've put worse things in my body. I don't mean drugs. No drugs. I was never a drug.
He means cock.
I mean,
sorry. He doesn't really.
that was one time.
Only fingers.
That's one time in prison. But yeah, we fucking damage our bodies every day with a fucking. Oh, I can't get over that. Shut up!
That's funny.
Dickhead.
I actually cancelled my booster that I was going to have because I was away and I didn't want to come back early, so I cancelled it. They said, "Oh, I can reschedule if I wanted to," thinking it'd be later that day, and I got like 3 weeks time. So I thought, nah. To be honest, now I've had COVID, or hopefully it's gone. Touch wood. Fuck the booster. I'm not really that bothered, to be fair.
Fuck the booster. Fuck the booster.
But My son is getting his booster jab today. Apparently, not his booster jab. His first jab today. He's 14.
How old is he?
He's 14. He always said he
At
wouldn't.
least he's
get
not 5. At least he's not 5 though.
No, in America, they've just passed the 5-year-olds to have the jab. I think that is too early. How old is your daughter?
Tree.
Twa. Imagine in
Under
just
twa.
over a year she can have a COVID vaccine. Would you let her? No.
Nope. No. I'm not against it. Like, I don't know. No. Like, I don't know.
My oldest son.
Sit on the fence with it.
My oldest son has had the jab. My nephew's had the jab. My daughter, and as far as I know, my niece hasn't. Them two haven't had it. Now, I'm not going to say who's had COVID, but there's been COVID in my family, and I didn't get it from them either. It's, I think, because everyone's getting it, and it's catching up with everybody, not just my family, it's everybody else. I mean, we're really clean. Sanitizer, masks at work, everything. Don't touch dirty people in shops. And
just don't walk up to people and be like, let me touch your face. Let me touch your face. Touch it. Go on, touch it.
In the mouth. Hello. Yeah, I think it scared him, so that he's going to get the jab now, which is fair play.
I think, again, the world that we live in now has to be like that in a way. It has to be structured. You know, if you've got to get a jab to move forward, you've got to get a jab. There's no point fear sitting in, but then there's no point. There's so many young people this day and age that are apparently proven scientists and doctors and fucking everything, but because they can write a little status and be like, the vaccine does this and you're gonna grow a third dick and all that sort of shit. Like, it doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. When I mean, I hate conspiracy theorists because
I love that stuff.
I hate it because I fall for it. That's my problem. I hate it.
Yeah. I said, I thinking, like flat Earth.
Oh God.
That's my one.
And do you know, mine is all about. I tell you what, my big thing at the moment is all about, obviously, and going. This is including COVID. It's like this is my own theory. I think COVID, you know, everything that's going on in the world, I think it stems from what we've done to the planet. And I'm talking about everything. You know, yeah, of course. The waste and chucking all the shit in the fucking sea that we do, and all the fucking plastic that apparently we pay our government millions and millions of pounds a year in council tax to dispose of correctly, and turns out half of the fucking waste that we have gets dumped in the sea.
Yeah, that does my head in. I pay more council tax, and I recycle all my plastic. If a fucking straw ends up in a turtle's nose in the ocean, that is not on me. That's on my government, who I paid to take my rubbish away and dispose of it correctly, recycle it correctly, however they do that. That's not my issue. It's obviously bad for the turtle.
That is everywhere, though. But then,
I know.
You know, these are this is one rule for one rule for another, isn't it? Is the fact that if you was to fly tip some rubbish today, you could be fined or even put in prison, imprisoned for that. Whereas, you know, why is it the same for the bigger person to do that? And I think that just stems from what we're doing to the world, but what we don't know about. The thing is, we didn't know about COVID. We just looked for somebody to blame. You know, COVID come out. I mean, when COVID first came out, and I'm talking earlier, I'm talking December 2019.
Yeah, that's why it's COVID-19. Did you know that? I didn't know it's because it come out in 2019. What are you eating?
So it would have.
What are you eating?
I'm gonna say that it's really healthy, but it's not. It's mealworms. I should probably mute myself. Oh my God.
Yeah. Breakfast.
Anyway, back to it. So, I think everything's stemming from what we've been doing to the planet.
Yeah, go back. You're talking about COVID-19. COVID-19.
COVID-19. 19. When it was all
No
Be
one knew what it
honest.
was.
You heard of Wuhan before COVID-19?
No.
I ain't. It's
Never
little
been
big,
there.
well, not little laboratory. It's a fucking massive thing. But all wet markets and all that shit. Well, who was it? Was it the wet markets or was it the labs?
I can't see it being little Mavis buying a bat to put in her soup and then suddenly the world's dead.
Exactly.
Why would you eat a
Right,
bat
so
anyway?
do you reckon she feels guilty now?
Fucking hope so. I've had to stay off work for a week. 10 days in my bedroom watching Netflix and chilling eating food. I mean, come on.
Right, just forget COVID for a second. I'm going to ask a question now. I'm going to ask a serious question. Mickey, you've been trapped in a room for 4 days.
Yeah.
What would be the question that I'm going to ask you? Man to man.
How many wanks have I had?
Amen. You're in a room on your own.
It's broken.
You just wait. Why is that? Every bloke does that when, they get a free house or they get a spare 10 minutes. It's like, ooh, wait for the car to pull off. It's time for a wank.
Mrs. going shop for 4.5 minutes. Right. Where's the tissues?
You know, it's...
Click,
Oh,
click.
God. But, anyway.
Let's just say my socks are wet.
Oh, man. You fucking dirtbag.
You want to sniff them.
But, oh, fucking don't. You fucking
I'll send them to you in the post.
Don't be sending me shit. Don't be sending me nothing. Last thing you sent me was fucking...
Wet bollocks or whatever. Fresh bollocks.
bollocks.
It looks like you used to use that then. Dr. Balls. You can have Dr. Sock.
Dirty motherfucker. Well, that bottle alone is probably COVID.
Hey, it didn't come from
But
my
yeah,
house.
man.
It come from wherever it
I
comes
just
from.
think, I don't know. It's a bit far-fetched for me. Like, forget all the theories about fucking lab making it to fucking mute fucking China from reproduction or whatever. I mean, let's face facts, right? Right, and these are straight facts. We are like the biggest quote is we are a minute to midnight. Right? The world is on the brink of certain parts of the world are on the brink of famine anyway because there's no rainfall, no crop growth, no food supply. Okay, so you look at those countries that are overheating, overpopulated, no food, no water, no source of growth. Right? The world.
Yeah.
I think sustainable. The world can live at around about 3 billion people. We're now about 7. That was it. That was like 20 years ago. They said the world was, sustainable living at about 3 billion people. Well, fucking hell. In less than 20 years, we've nearly doubled that number. In 5 years' time, I reckon we'll be at 11 billion people on the planet. The truth is the world can't sustain everybody, can't live, can't reproduce enough, can't grow enough. I mean, we're knocking down trees quicker than we're putting them up.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
True.
half of these trees that they're knocking down are 50 years old. So they're planting a tree that's, or even 100 years old. They're planting a tree that's fucking this big and being like,
we planted a tree.
we'll wait another 60 years. Like,
Yeah, it'll be all right then. There'll be no one living here, but the tree will be all right.
Everything from deforestation to forest fires to extreme heat to extreme flooding to extreme winters, like even our small little island itself is heating up. We recorded some of the highest temperatures this year, but yet there's a summit every 2 weeks about it, like the recent one, the fucking COP summit or whatever it was, that all the world leaders had to fly to. Imagine that. All the world leaders had to come.
Energy and fuel.
Private jets. All the world leaders on private jets just all flying into Luton. Or Glasgow, as it were. Fucking.
That's that way.
All flying. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was Glasgow, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And all flying there and talking about it, but yet they do fuck all.
No.
Like, I don't think people realise that this. I think climatology side of everything for me is a big thing because, and the only reason why it's a big thing is because now that I'm a parent, like, I don't want to leave the world a shit place for my daughter and her children.
It's okay, Niall. We have that Greta Thunberg. She will save the day. That little
I think she's
twat.
brilliant. I think she's
I
brilliant.
don't. I think she's a bellend. She should be in school. She doesn't know anything in the world. She should be. Why is she not at school? Why is she not getting a £60 fine every day she's not at school?
No,
What's that
countries
about?
don't do fine. Where's she from?
Norway or something, isn't it? No, stop looking through your porn on your computer and concentrate, man. Disgraceful.
No, I think she's brilliant. I think, do you know what?
Do you really?
Yeah. And the
I've
reason
lost
why,
respect for you. She's
doesn't
a
matter.
cockwomble. Carry on.
But the reason why I have respect for her is because it takes somebody like a child to stand up and actually say something for people to listen.
Yeah, but
Well,
no
if you
one's
think
listening. They
about
just
it,
take the piss out of her,
no,
like me, because she doesn't know
people like
anything.
you,
She ain't been to school.
small-minded people like you, right? But it,
Girlfriend.
like, the thing is, like, you, and this is true, like, you think, like, people like, national treasures like David Attenborough, he's been saying it for years of what we're
Yeah,
doing
no
to the
one
planet.
listens.
For years, right?
Yeah.
We were talking about the icebergs melting, like, over, like, 25 years ago.
When we were
Now,
metal,
look, if you seriously
caveman.
look, if you look at the landmass and sort of,
Yeah.
like, the jet streams that go through there, it's half of it is non-existent anymore within 20 years. So you think about it now, my child's 3. Within 20 years, when she's 23, good maths there. Quick, 1, 2, 3, quick maths. Yeah, right. When she's
Sorry.
Mickey, I'm sorry about that,
Very good.
listeners. Mickey could mute himself when he is
Oh yeah,
relieving
sorry.
himself as he's coded. But yeah, no. When in 20
My
years,
bad.
what is the world going to look like? It's definitely going to be 10 times hotter. Like, we as Britons can't survive on heat. We moan when it's
We're
hot. We moan
shocking.
when it's cold. We moan when it rains. We moan when it floods. We're fucking awful people.
Yeah. Well done. No, I'll just
Yeah,
coughed with
see?
his mute on. I do apologise, listeners and viewers. Next time I will do that. It was mainly for dramatic effect, just to make sure you all know I still have COVID. So I'm sorry.
But,
And
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
not taking the piss out of COVID either, because obviously it is serious, and we spoke about this at the beginning how dangerous it can be. So
I think
carry on.
COVID's only the beginning, to be honest.
Do you think there's
I
going to be
think,
COVID 21 or 22? There was different variants, wasn't there? They said that they were going to.
well, there's loads of variants,
Oh,
yeah.
is it
And that's
the
only because it picks up other
Delta
bacterias and
variant?
stuff. Yeah, there was
Yeah, because
Delta
it's
and
mixed. It's mixing with people and how it affects different people, and it depends on different times of the year as well, wasn't it? Because I remember in the summer we had the Indian variant, and then we had the Delta
I
variant.
think they should just name the variants after strippers.
Heidi,
Like Chastity,
Savannah,
Savannah,
Savannah.
Savannah. This is Chastity. This is my
Oh
girl
my
Donna.
god!
Oh
Oh
my
my god!
god. You come to my face. You should
That's your
do that.
vaccine
Yeah.
there.
Just name it after that. Name variants after strippers. Make light of it. But yeah, again, we digress so much. But just going back to it, like, seriously, I think massive repercussions. I think COVID's only start. There's going to be more. Of course, there's going to be more pandemics. Like, if you think about so many areas of the world are deprived, that the gas is producing. I mean, it's going to crumble somewhere. The bottom's going to fall out of it eventually. I think my problem is I think people don't believe it. I think people
Yeah,
think
definitely.
it's not in my lifetime. It's not my problem. That's what a lot of people think.
No, I just think they don't care. Because when COVID first started, obviously my wife is foreign, and a lot of her friends, they didn't wear masks in shops. They didn't keep the 2 meter distance. They were still going around each other's houses and mixing when they shouldn't have been, like during lockdown. And it's like, well, we don't care. They'd have barbecues and parties all weekend. And it's like, what are you doing? Oh, it's just a cold or whatever. They didn't care. Either they didn't care or they just didn't, they couldn't read. Couldn't read the signs in the shops. But it's
More
mainly
likely the latter.
no, they just didn't give a shit. Because
But then
they
that's
happens in
the
their
world, isn't it?
countries.
That's the world. Literally, people just don't care anymore. That they don't care.
But there's a lot of
And
countries now that are on lockdowns that weren't on lockdowns before. Obviously, we've come out because we've had 3 of them.
look at Australia, man. They get one case in a town, they lock it down. Like,
New Zealand was the quickest one to get rid of COVID. They were locked down for like 3 months, weren't they? No, there was no cases after that. That's amazing. Obviously,
the
they're a
thing
little
is with
island.
it's always going to circle though. It's always going to circle. It's just going to become unfashionable. And I know that's a really poor term to put it, but it's just going to not be there anymore. It's just going to be, it's like the news, innit? COVID, 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 COVID. A little bit about COVID. That's what
Something
it'll
else
be.
will take over. And then
Something else will take over. Yeah, of course it will. And it does. But the problem is the fact that people, things like people don't care about the world that we live in. People don't care about what we're doing to it, Like by 20, they want what? Everybody to have electric cars within the next 10 years.
Yeah, if it's going to happen.
You're not going to see a Tesla on Facebook Marketplace for 300 quid. Trevor
Yeah.
selling
Hell no.
Trevor selling a Tesla. Comes with a charger.
Exactly. I mean, it's just not practical, really.
I mean,
It's
but
a
then
good idea, but again, is electricity going to last? They'll get rid of petrol and diesel. Where's the electric coming from forever? How is the electric made anyway? Is it nuclear? Is it? I know you get wind farms and solar panels on your roof, but
it's all of it, isn't it? It's nuclear, solar,
water mills,
swing your dick in the wind.
helicopter power.
Do you know? The thing is, could we live off just electricity alone? Mate, them Saudis would be fucked, wouldn't they? We stopped buying
the oil.
fuel.
Yeah.
Like, fuck you rich bastards. Not that they're gonna fucking go poor. You know what I mean? I don't think you're gonna go and see the Saudi princes down at Aldi next week, looking in the middle aisle for Christmas. A couple of Saudis with a couple of drills out the middle aisle.
Yeah. Put it on eBay, used once. Come and pick it up. Collection only.
But that's the problem, is the fact that we've lived for so long and our way of life, and we mass produce everything more than fucking human beings fucking reproduce. We mass produce everything for no reason whatsoever. Why? I don't know. I can answer that question apart from the big question of all of it is the big answer of all of it is money. Why is there like 5 different variations of the same phone coming out every year? Or, car manufacturing of, manufacturing like 10 different cars for that year, like different models. It's just like, fucking slow down.
And you have to change the car every 2 years, which is stupid.
Yeah, you've got to change, because if you've got high mileage on your car, you're a cunt, mate. Right? Nobody has high mileage on a car. What are you, in the fucking dark ages? Not back in the day when like your parents used to run a Ford Orion for like 20 years.
That's my first car.
Was it really?
Yeah. It was a shit bag, but I enjoyed it and I ragged the bollocks off it because it was really slow.
But this is what I'm saying though. Like, you probably had that car. You bought it off someone else second hand, who probably bought it off somebody else second hand. Nobody bought things new back then. Like, and I'm not saying that everybody has to be like, but just the reproduction of everything is so fast all the time. And again, it's all about the financial race. If you've not got new shoes, then you're worse than I am. I mean, that kids these days, like, you must see it, especially having teenage kids yourself, where they try and compare themselves to be better than the next person.
I don't think my kids do that.
But they must see it. What I'm saying is they must see it.
Oh yeah, probably they see it. Yeah, I mean, I get my shoes off eBay normally.
All from China. China.
No, China. Well, Indonesia probably. But
Yeah.
I'll find the
Nice.
trainers I want, and I'll look for them on eBay. If they're second hand, I bought Nike Air Max trainers for like 30 quid at second hand. I've worn them for like 12 months, and then the soles fell off. But I've got use out of them. I paid £30 instead of 120. What's the problem? They've been worn once or something, and they're not damaged, they're not scratched. Who gives a fuck? Change the inner soles, job done.
I don't care anymore. I really don't care about
when you're a family and you've got responsibilities and bills to pay and kids to look after.
You come last. You come last.
It's you got to look at these things. No one's going to know I didn't buy them trainers, brand new. No one knows I got my feet back. No one knows that Billy down the road's worn them first. So who cares?
I don't think you should. You shouldn't care. You shouldn't care
Exactly.
what. Life's way too short for that shit. Come on, man. That's the thing. All these rich motherfuckers and all these fucking people that are way higher up and they spend their entire life fucking miserable. Like, I've listened to so much, and the opinions of people that are fucking spend their life just being a miserable fucking bastard. Yes, they might be wealthy and all that, but they just die at the end of it.
Are they really rich as a person? No.
Well, that's it. I believe in that. And the more I get older, like, financially, I ain't bothered anymore. I used to think I wanted everything and fucking, but then I look at people and I'm like, you're no different. Just might have a bit more dough than me.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, their home life is probably shit. They've got a nice car, but they can't afford to do anything else. They can't afford to go out with the kids, go out with the wife, because they've got to pay for the fucking car.
Do you know what? I've seen that so much, especially people around, my age or any age really, that they'll go out and they'll spend like £600-700 a month on car finance. And I'm like, wait, are you fucking serious? You spend that much money on your car each month? You're fucking crazy. Fucking madness. Absolute madness. But then that's the world we live in, isn't it? You've got to keep up. You've got to look better than them, but you've got to keep up with the Joneses. Whereas I think, even in my age growing up, especially more in your age, that I remember when a community used to be a community, and people used to be neighbourly and help each other and fucking, that was a good time. It's not like that anymore.
No, it's not. Can you name any of your neighbours?
I mean, I can. Do you know what I mean? Do you want me to name names? Because I can name pretty much the street. Because it's a small street.
It's a small street. There's only him on it.
It's just me. It's up to me.
It's Niall.
Just me.
Yeah.
Me. No, yeah, but people aren't neighbourly anymore.
No. There used to be a time when you used to, if you didn't have a drill, then you go and knock on John's door, 3 doors down.
John's house.
Yeah, he'd let you borrow a drill. And he'd even help you with it if you needed to. Hold the ladder.
Bring it back. Bring it back in one piece.
Yeah.
Good old John.
It's crazy. Yeah,
I had a neighbour called John. when I was a kid. And me and my brother terrorised him because he was a fucking nutty old man.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Episode 5, I believe. Yeah.
We terrorised John. Wherever he is this day and age, I hope he's doing well if he's still here, if not. All that jazz.
Now?
No, because...
It was a cunt.
He wasn't a cunt. He wasn't a cunt.
You were a cunt.
Yeah. We were cunts. Like, to the point where a little bit of a few flashbacks. Like, we unscrewed his letterbox. Fucking, put shit in his exhaust, put a banana in his exhaust. All that sort of shit. We used to terrorise the shit out of him. Throw water bombs at his house on a Sunday morning at like 7 o'clock.
John!
Shout him. Yeah, we used to shout him. We used to shout from the front door, and then just run in. So he'd have to come outside. Evil bastards, I tell you. Evil.
Disgrace. Talking about neighbours, I had someone knock on my door last night. No one in the house, just me. So I went to the bathroom, which I'm allowed to go to. Opened the window, which I sprayed after. And I said, "You all right, mate?" He goes, "Oh, do you want to take a delivery for number 76? He had like 3 big packets. It must be Amazon or something. And I said, not really, mate. I got COVID. And he looks at me and he's like, what the fuck? And he fucking
What the
ran.
fuck?
I said, see you later. But I think I've got a delivery coming today. So if it's him, he ain't going to give it to me, is he? He's going to keep it, fucker.
Just be like,
Get
a bucket. Get a bucket and then just put it. Just be like, put it in the bucket.
Put it in the wheelie bin.
You should, yeah. I reckon you should do some fun things with COVID. Like, obviously, you love a Costa. You should get a Costa delivery. Get them to, like, deliver it, put it in your bucket, bring it up to your window. You can order anything now. You can get anything delivered these days.
I could do that. I could get it ordered while my daughter's still here before she goes to work, and then
just get to put it outside the door.
Yeah, put it outside the door, and then she can go work, and I can have my flat white. I had a flat white with gingerbread syrup in the other day by mistake. It's very nice.
Well, guess what? This morning, I'm having a flat white with a little bit of my own cinnamon syrup at home. Because I like gingerbread, and I'll be honest with you, it's now the one that they serve at Costa. They even put too much in, and it's now sugar-free, so it doesn't have the same taste.
No. It's good for old diet and all that. But see, the thing is, it's like if I was using it at home and I was making my own, because you can buy them, can't you, for your house? I would put like a little bit in, but they put like 6 squirts in. I don't need 6.
You just always see them, don't you? Like,
what the fuck? It's like my teeth are literally gonna burn out of my gums because you've put 6 squirts of syrup in. I don't need 6. I need probably 2 for my own.
Why is it as well? People that work in Costa, they just seem to be so fucking miserable.
I don't agree with that. I have good relationship with the girls that work up there, because I'm there every day. They say, I've been gym and all this stuff. I have a nice chat with them. Yeah.
Just having a flat white, are we, darling?
I walk in, they go, flat white. Yep, cheers. I'm at the back of the queue as well, so it's ready when I get there. So, yeah.
Do you know the funniest thing to do is when somebody thinks you know, because when you go somewhere all the time, you have the same thing. Just throw them off track when they go. As soon as they make it flat white, just be like, I was gonna have an espresso actually today. Be serious about it. Just be like, just watch their face crumble because they think they know you.
They do know me.
Mickey, do you get there and they're like, flat white's over here, Mickey. Don't even bother queuing. You're a VIP.
Not quite like on that level, but it is nice to the little things.
Mickey boy.
You're just jealous.
I am, because I don't get coffees every day. Although it's expensive though.
It is expensive, but I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't vape. So what else do I need to spend my money on? Coffee. I
don't drink. I don't smoke.
You vape.
Okay. Well, I don't really vape that much.
No, just on the podcast. He can't fucking wait an hour. He has to sit there sucking away on his love potion.
Listen, right? This whole vaping to me, I've got until when we now. I've got until New Year's Day, and then that's it. It's got to go. Because
why?
Oh, only because that was my time frame. Oh. I've got to get rid of it, and then I'm going to do something else. I'm going through this whole challenge repeat thing at the moment, trying to set new challenges. I mean, at the moment, I'll be honest with you, I am obsessed with the gym at the moment. Obsessed to the point where I'm fucking loving it. Like oh god, I just want to be at the gym. I'm like, yeah, get me there, and I'm doing full on routines now. None of that whole do a bit of this, do a bit of that. I am doing Holy Spirit activate. Holy Spirit.
TikTok routines, yeah?
Yeah. Honestly, do you know what it is? Right? I'm reading a new book. Yeah, some of that.
That's my job, sorry.
I love it when they do. I love it when they do it and then the bird carries on and she's like, and I'm like, naughty. Next video. Anyway, I'm reading a new book at the moment.
You can
Just gotta
read.
fucking read.
Can't. Oh, you've
Can't
opened
hurt
it.
me.
Nice. Can't hurt me.
Can't hurt me. Can't hurt me by David Goggins.
Who's that man then? What does he do?
This guy
Never
is
heard
like,
of him.
okay, so this guy, let's do a quick blurb. Basically, blurb. Wanted to join the army. Was told he was too fat. Basically, lost 9 stone. And I'm not. This is no shit. Where lie. Lost 9 stone in 7 months. 7 months, 9 stone.
That's ridiculous.
You think like it's bullshit. You can watch his full journey. Okay. Then became a Navy SEAL. Then became a Ranger. Went through like Hell Week. He's now. So he's had a massive career in the army. Basically, American dude, by the way. You gotta be American, right? Basically, yeah, he smashes it. Absolutely smashes life. He's gone from being called a loser, being called fat, you'll never do anything, you'll never succeed, you can't get fit, your genetics are off, to basically killing himself. He was on the brink of dying at one point. He was training that much.
Wow.
Like he's got like Guinness World Records like you, but I think he did 5,000 pull-ups in a day on a challenge on 24 hours, something like that. Yeah,
Wow.
like he's got so many records. He does
5.
ultra marathons. Like he's fucking immense. But his whole ethos behind everything is the fact that you can retrain your mind. It's nothing about your physical ability. You can be as fat as you want. The moment you retrain this and put yourself in your paces, you can fucking smash it. He's not some fucking big, he's not some rich man or anything like that. He's just a fucking all-round badass. But I mean, some of his videos, watch some of his videos on TikTok. He's funny as shit as well.
Oh,
he's so
TikTok,
fucking funny. Yeah, he's on TikTok. He's on everything. It's honestly, he goes in the gym and he's fucking shouting at himself and everything. He's fucking brilliant. So I'm kind of following him at the moment, and I'm following him off the back of a podcast I listen to, Joe Rogan. Love a Joe Rogan show. Do you watch Joe Rogan?
No. But he is rumored to be the best podcast in the world.
Oh, he's a fucking Joe Rogan's a nut job, absolute nut job. Like, but he's just an old dude that fucking trains hard. Fucking, do you know what I mean? Like jiu-jitsu, fucking master and all sorts of shit. But he again, COVID related, right?
Yeah. He
was known to be taking. Basically, he goes into this whole world of dig deeper, and what, he speaks to people and what's going to treat COVID. The next thing, he's like using fucking horse medication that's made for horses to treat COVID and all sorts of shit. He's fucking nut job. I'm going to have to read it up about the medication they took. But basically, loads of people are like, actually, yeah, that would treat COVID. That would literally, if you were on the brink of dying, this medication would fucking work. It would work. There's no reason why it wouldn't work.
If you're a horse.
If you're a horse. You got 4 fucking legs. But yeah. Nice. Honestly, yeah. So at the moment, I'm obsessed with the gym. I'm back in, loving it. Obsessed, training fucking solid at the moment. I don't know, I've got this little new lease of motivation. Look at it. It doesn't even move anymore.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying it. But bringing me back to the gym, obviously a few things is. Do you ever think, right? And this is only something I've been thinking about, but only because I've been speaking about it with a few people. Like, I've got a few mates that are like, they all play football. Yeah. But they're all getting to an age where they're like, I might not play next season. That'll be it for me. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, yeah, I ain't got much long left in me. I'm approaching 40 or whatever soon. I'm like, yeah, but what? And that for me, I didn't think about what that meant for somebody. I just thought about, oh shit, like, are you admitting to yourself that that's it? You can't no longer do that activity because you can't be physically capable to do it, or because obviously injuries, or you know. And I was thinking, shit, man, we've all got something. We've all got something, surely, to fucking think, fucking hell, I can't do that forever. I don't want to live like that, because it's like when a man stops working. I hate the thought of retiring. I hate the thought of it, because once you stop doing something and you say, well, that's that chapter of my life done with then. All right, and then what? What do you do?
You're dead.
Just wait, yeah. You're just in the fucking devil's waiting room.
No, I think you'll be fine with the old gym, Niall. It's a bit different than running around a football pitch every weekend, because I've got old people in my gym. They're like, got to be 60s, and they're fucking smashing more weights than I am. So,
I don't think I'll ever stop training.
In the gym, you can either just take your foot off the gas a bit in the gym as you get older.
No, I think I'd push myself more.
Why?
And not to the brink of injury, just to the brink of fucking do it, you pussy. Don't be a fucking pussy. Fucking do it. Oh man, honestly, being in that mentality for me at the moment, because that's where I'm at. Honestly, it gets me jacked up, man. Honestly, it's fucking gets me fucking jacked. I was I was just about to say, there's a man inside me.
Not for the first time.
Hey, y'all don't say that. Oh my god, what's going on? What's going on?
Niall.
Yeah.
Do you think they should have COVID testing at gyms? Like, you have to show a lateral flow to enter the gym? Because obviously COVID's coming back at the moment. Do you think it will get to that? Like
but what I have noticed is all the staff now at the gym, because obviously I am a virgin, you know, being all posh and that. I'm at a good gym. You know, we get good spas and shit. Anyway, yeah, I have noticed that all the staff are back wearing masks.
Okay.
Like, I have noticed all the sprays have come back out again, and the blue roll and all that, that's come all back out. Although no motherfuckers do that. Because I fucking know who you are. I see the lot of you. None of you wipe down your shit. Yeah, when you finish. None of you put 2 bags. Put your motherfucking weights back on the rack. Right? You can fucking lift them. Your bitch ass can put them back where they fucking belong. And droppers. Those people where they're like, just fucking drop them. I'm like, you fucking dickhead, shut up.
Makes him jump.
Noise makers.
Earthquake.
No, there's no problem with breathing. No problem with that. But these motherfuckers, man, they're literally making these fucking big ass noises in your fucking stupid matching tracksuit and your fucking swat boy haircut and your pouch around your neck and fucking keys on a chain.
Man bag.
Fuck you, motherfuckers. Yeah, I hate those motherfuckers, man. But yeah, no, I don't know. But testing gyms, the only thing I can say is, yeah, if it had to be a thing, yeah, I don't want gyms to be closed again. 100%. Do not want a gym closed again at all. Will it come to lockdown again? More than likely. I think we're
Christmas
definitely
fucked.
Christmas, January.
Maybe.
I think
I don't know.
We're going to be. There's going to be.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
The problem is the fact that it's crying wolf and it. People don't listen. Like you said, people don't care.
They don't care.
You know? No. I noticed at Christmas, and they're like, look, if you're going to go to one family, go to one family's house, blah, blah, blah. I know people that fucking went all over. Fucking went here, went there, did a party here, did a party there. And I was thinking, I mean, we personally didn't. Like, we kind of was good because being considerate of the older generation in our families, like, I don't want any family to fucking get ill. Something that I did because I was irresponsible.
We were allowed, obviously we have Christmas, Latvian Christmas, so all the families, like so many families come together, which you were allowed. And that was on Christmas Eve. But obviously I have my Christmas Day another day because obviously I'm at work Christmas Day,
Well, Christmas
all
Day,
day
yeah.
for 15 hours. Yeah, so
All
we had
right,
my
fucking hell,
Christmas.
Mickey. All right. I'm at work all day, night to the
What
15-hour shift.
what were you doing? Spending time with your daughter on Christmas.
Yeah.
I was spending time with someone else's daughter on Christmas. That came out wrong, doesn't
Fuck's
it?
You can't. No, that's how I mate.
It doesn't.
Um,
But yeah, I got no testing to do though for 3 months.
yeah, I was going to say
Once
you
you've had
can't
COVID, no
can't
PCR
just yeah.
tests. It could still
You
be
do
there for 3
laterals though.
months.
You do laterals.
I'm going to do a lateral flow today just to have a check to see if I'm negative.
Check myself before I wreck myself. I don't know what's going
You're
on with me today.
weird.
I'm in a giddy mood today.
You are in a mood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And my COVID passport has disappeared as well off the NHS website. They banned me. You're banned for 14 days if you want to fly anywhere or even produce it for wherever you're going. It's crazy.
Did you screenshot it?
Well, I don't need it at the moment, so it's fine. But I'm just saying it comes back after 14 days. But so it'll be 14 days from the test date. So I reckon that's nicotine chewing gum because he's craving and he's. I don't know. It's not as he's already shown me. Don't worry, I'm a bit slow today.
No, Ams.
I'm poorly. I am going to get a COVID tattoo though.
Oh, what? The little virus symbol.
The little virus with a fist pounding it, saying "smashed it" or something weird like that.
Smashed in 2019.
21 actually.
21.
21. It's very rude to eat and chew and swallow while you're live, Niall. Did you know that?
Sorry, guys.
He's disgusting. Do you think COVID will ever go away?
Personally, not for a long while. I don't think it's going to disappear. Like, my opinion is it's going to get worse. My opinion is there's going to be more pandemics.
Yeah. Every year there'll be a flu jab and a COVID jab for everybody every year.
There you go. Exactly. Flu jab, COVID jab. You know, you're going to need vaccines for everything. And that tells you something.
Pneumonia jabs as well now. My dad had a pneumonia jab the other day. Never heard of that. People having meningitis jabs. Never heard of that either. Adults.
Adults. No, I think...
Adults.
I think what all these jabs and things are telling me is the fact that we can no longer live. Like, it's like we're no longer be able to live in this world because of everything that's going on with it. Because clearly all these things, all these bacteria, these germs are basically saying that we need all this medicine to stay here. Oh. But the thing is, that's what people are told, right? People are told.
That is, yeah. So you have
have the flu jab, get a flu jab. Yeah, get a flu jab, get a COVID jab, get all these jabs, get, all these tests. And if you have all these jabs, you'll be a normal human being. Like, the truth is, if the world was clean enough and sustainable, would we have to have all these jabs? Would we get as ill as we do? I mean, a cold, right? Everybody gets a cold every year. Not everybody. Some people beat it. Some people manage to miss it. But, it's one of the things, like, that we live with that, okay? We live with the changing weather, the changing oxygen levels and, germs and things like that. We all pick up a virus from time to time. But when it comes to illnesses, like a respiratory illness, or, the gases that we breathe in because of all the gas and pollution, because that is what's fucking us up. That's what people don't realize, is that lung conditions are caused by all the fucking things that we breathe in. All right?
Of course it is.
The body can't reproduce. Once something's fucked, and it is fucked, you can't fix it.
No. And all the shit we breathe in, the lungs getting damaged. I mean, the lungs repair themselves, do they? Like from smoking, anyway.
There's always going to be scarring.
Yeah, okay.
Always going to scar over the lungs because of I smoked. I admit
Toxic
it. Like
poison.
stupid years of my life that I wasted on smoking. Stupid years, but I've learned my lesson. I've stopped. I now live a much happier life than I was when I was smoking. And I will tell you, there's no worse critic than an ex-smoker because the thought of somebody smoking near me now repulses me.
It's like the dirty
Mm.
people.
But anything, it's like anything though, isn't it? You drink too much, you eat too much. Look at the foods now, the foods that we're eating. Clearly,
Yeah.
there's a problem with there's a problem with the meat source because that's going to come down to being a problem soon, and what we're eating and what we're putting in our body, and
I know.
we can't even get rid of the waste that we produce now as a popularity of the world. We can't get rid of it fast enough. That's why I reckon it's dumped because we can't get rid of it.
Stop making
Millions
it
and millions of tons of fucking shit must get
every
pumped
day.
out into the oceans, the world. I mean, look at the oceans now. Most
Set up for-
species, most coral reefs, gone.
Yeah. Some of the most beautiful places in the world.
Just gone.
Under the
Like
sea, yeah.
dead coral. Like proven that the gases that are in the sea now are killing it. And once that goes, we're fucked.
Yeah. No, we're not surviving much longer.
No.
We haven't got the sea, we haven't got the rain, we haven't got the atmosphere, we haven't got nothing. It's all gone. All
And it
gone.
will. I think people think it's honestly, I could go into a rabbit hole of that world and what we're doing to the planet.
I reckon
Alice?
200 years, Alice in Wonderland. Down the rabbit hole. Don't worry, you're too young. I reckon 200 years, and that's it for the world.
I don't even think that.
Yeah.
I think 100 years and
Are we? Will everybody die then? Do you reckon?
well, the main thing is breathing, right? The oxygen.
Yeah. Atmosphere.
Like
yeah.
every single fucking tree that is ever cut down is literally ruining that. Like,
Of course it is. Yeah.
I just don't. That's another thing. I'm not a fucking tree hugger or anything like that. But when, like, obviously where I live at the moment, right? There's a massive main road, like where I live. Either side used to be forests, right? And I'm talking masses of wides of forest. They've cut the whole lot down, and I'm talking 30, 40, 50 acres of trees. Cut the lot down to put a fucking shed there, basically. Put a factory there. And I just think
pollution that you breathe in.
I just think, are you fucking mad? Surely there is somewhere along the line that says, soon as they apply for planning permission, I don't give a fuck about money, man.
All comes down to money. That's what it is. All the money.
Surely when someone says, "Oh, we're gonna cut down this entire forest, the entire tree," and now the whole thing is a fucking eyesore. You drive past it every day. I drive past it every day, and it's just a big mud compound, and it's that big. They've got like 50 mud dumper truck things on there. It's that big, and I just think you've cut the whole fucking thing down, whole thing, for what?
Yeah.
For fucking what? To put a fucking factory there. It's for rail freight thing. I'm like,
Wow.
fucking great. And people agree with it, happy with it. I'm like, deforestation. Look how much is being taken out. Look at the Amazon now. It's literally like fucking. It's 90% gone.
Also, that McDonald's can put their cows on it. They can graze. Shocking.
It's ridiculous.
That's true.
Taking all things that we don't need, like fucking palm oil and things like that. Fucking ridiculous. I just think we've took so much from the earth and we've not put anything back.
Yeah.
And that's what we've done. We've drained the planet of our resources and we're not doing anything to restore it.
Yeah. COVID-2 will be happening in the future. More viruses,
of course
more
it will.
diseases.
100%. Mark my words.
There'll be
It'll be done.
poisonous gases floating around, and you have to walk around with a gas mask on
Oh
in
yeah.
a few hundred years' time, maybe then.
I think people think this whole thing about masks and stuff is a joke,
That's the
when
future.
really it's going to be a tool of survival at some point.
Yeah.
Fucking
But
people need
anyway.
to wise up.
Yeah. What a
But
lovely, happy way to end the episode. Thank you, Niall.
and have you noticed? Any time it's always about COVID.
Well, we did discuss COVID today, so it's allowed.
Yes, it is. It's allowed. It's allowed, my friend. Thank you for joining us on this lovely podcast this morning. No episode. Dads Lads Kebabs, SARS virus. Signing off now. Sayonara.
Goodbye.